Good morning, everyone. This is Blackforexgroup coming to you with another pre-market analysis video. This morning, we're going to be looking at the Euro USD. But before we get to start to break down this currency pair, we have to state that this video is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice, but we all know why you guys are here is to find good financial Forex trading content and to improve one's ability as a trader. Now, with that being said, let's see what we can do to help you guys place better trades. All right, so let's examine the euro before we get into the technical analysis of it all. Let's talk about the fundamentals. Let's talk about what's going on with the euro. Now, the euro has been having good news as of late between Sunday night, Monday, and even earlier today. And going into the latter part of this week, they've had very good economic news. But there's two events currently happening in Europe that is trumping these economic news, these good economic news. First of all, is the Russian-Ukrainian conflict and all the sanctions that they're putting in Russia is having a ramification effect on all the European currencies, which the euro is. And then also, majority of the EU nations that make up the European Union are all suffering from inflation as well. So, coupled with the inflation and the uncertain future between the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, there has been a lot of FUD, which is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, dealing in the European currencies, which, as you can see, has caused it to lose its value ever since the conflict has begun. Okay, now the USD, as we stated in previous videos, is suffering from inflation as well, and due to its economy, the USD is suffering from being weak due to inflation being suffered by its economy as well, and also during this European conflict between Russia and Ukraine, it has acted as a non-traditional safe haven currency. So remember, going into this week before you trade any of the forex pairs, you have to understand what the global political events going on in Europe before you can place any trade safely. Okay. Now, with that being said, let's look at the technical analysis. Okay. So after this aggressive push down, it's only natural to have some push up because you can't continue to sell at these prices and make any type of profit. So you have to allow some buyers to come in, and plus we're at an area here where price aggressively went up from last time. So, we also have that we also have that psychological cognitive memory going on into play here. But as we can see, that we're not having an aggressive push move up like it would probably like for people who are brought up here. I mean, you're buying and it's going up. You're making some money, but it's not a lot of momentum to push it here. And that's just because the USD is not that strong to kind of push momentum to bring it down. And the euro is just too weak based on because of the inflation being suffered by the European Union nations and also due to the Russian-Ukrainian conflict. So we may continue to, what's going to happen from a technical analysis standpoint, continue to range out with a slight push up here. Now we may have an aggressive push to this area here, where we may go down. So we may springboard down from this area here or this area here once the range finishes out. Okay. Now, if was to go up, that scenario will only happen is if the USD became significantly weaker than the euro. Now, even though both currencies are being suffered upon by inflation, there is no conflict of war happening in North America like it's happening in the European continent. So it looks like euro is going to be leaned on the side as one of the more weaker currencies for the rest of this trading week. Basically, we just have some retracement coming in before the aggressive selling begins again. Okay, so I hope that information was helpful for you guys. Happy trading.